bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens.
For Kansas City.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the... It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 78 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Wentz now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there. A big one.
At the 9.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Lions on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 26. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. This time Jackson will throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Andrews.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chiefs 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
J.K. Dobbins.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard
from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Chiefs 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's see what you got. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 81.
The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
13. Check. Fresno. yeah. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 91 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Wentz. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
53 yards.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd down, here's an option right. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed lead, that's the plan of attack.
Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Wentz now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20.
That's what it is, man. That's
all
what
the
it
way
is.
in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
From the gun, Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
So match number one. Ready?
Throwing is Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
On the keeper Harper.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Chiefs 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get the first down and move inside to 20. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Chiefs 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Chiefs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Complete to Tyreek
12
Hill.
yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Let's go one more.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, middle. Rip right. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Report. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And he stopped immediately there.
Number 35.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
15. Great 15. Go, go, go.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Slam, slam. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Man 5-7.
Bang, bang.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Downs.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 26-yard line.
Check pass. Check pass.
Check that. Check that. What, Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 13. SOS. Ozzy. Sit up.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Robinson.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the field. Sit up. Mike 52. Sit up.
To throw again. Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
25, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's a bit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's a bit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me 'cause I ain't no wiser. Yeah, you think smart, but my butt's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink 'cause tonight I'ma die. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Up, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep up tossed. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking.